Hey all you rusty freaks, as promised, a few tips on the submarine. Okay, one of the first things I noticed was the inclination to get disorientated. And that's normal when you're in an environment when you don't get your usual visual cues from the outside world like the horizon. So let's say you're cruising along and you look outside and you see the ground and you think, oh, look, I'm tilted. The submarine is somehow tilted because I see that. Keep in mind, the submarine doesn't tilt. So that means the ground is tilted. So when you see something like that, you should realize that the ground's getting shallower on the left, on the port side. The other thing I realized immediately was that you get an audio cue about going up and down. Of course, now I don't hear it. Let's get some momentum going. Yeah, you might have to turn your volume up, but when you rise and when you descend, there's a slight hissing noise. This little instrument here, which I don't have quality enough to read, salt water something or other, but anyway, you can use it as a depth gauge. So as I sink down, if you want to cruise near the bottom in deep water, you can cruise around probably 30. But where I am now, it looks like it's going to be, 30, 35. Yeah, look at that. And be careful about going down too far because you can get kind of stuck on the bottom. There we go. See, 35. And I'm right down near the bottom. If I were you, I wouldn't go too far down. So maybe good cruising depth is between 30 and 35. But as you cruise around, you will realize that, yeah, see, there's terrain features. Look at this. So maybe cruise a little bit higher. Wow. F is your default light switch. If you want to quickly stop the engine while you're inside, I would recommend taking the fuel in and out. I don't recommend hitting the space bar, but if you do, watch. You need to really quickly hit mount again, because you will drown real fast. X is the default key to switch seats, by the way. When you turn around to click E to look in the fuel, it'll actually just swap seats. Let's see. Ah, that's your fuel gauge. Perfect. Here's an unexpected tip. Why am I rising? Probably because I hit the auto sprint button. Yeah, don't hit the auto sprint button because if, like me, your auto sprint is tied to shift, the bind key is shift plus, W, isn't it? So shift in the submarine is to rise. Shift is rising, control is descending. And exploring the underwater labs tip. You can use the new maps multi-levels features to decide which one is better for you. Because let's look at this one. You can judge, how big it is by looking through the different levels. The fourth level is tiny, third level is mediocre, second level is pretty large, then the first level is pretty small again. Now let's look at this one. Whoa, it's much bigger. Second level is quite huge, the third level is pretty big, and the fourth level is fairly small. And if I were you, I would probably use the map more in navigating. Also keep in mind, like if I turn to the left and then look at the map, it's confusing. So try to keep your head straight at all times. Of course, you can outlook without affecting your navigation. Just don't actually look to the left, because now, see, it looks like the arrow is facing east. Alright, we're nearly there, so, well, it might be a good idea to approach these things, especially during the day, without your lights on, because you're advertising your arrival. Alright, if you're looking for the moon door, your sonar or radar, whichever it is, it's showing these orange flashes. That's the as I understand it, that's the NPCs, and I think green flashes or a different color would be players. And then that fuzzy orangey light is a moon door. Now we can see what a moon door is without using the radar, because it's the only thing that's really lit up. And look, yeah, sometimes the submarine will go left. There we go, look, shark. Perfect timing. The reason there's a shark is because there happens to be an underwater monument here as well as the labs. And the sharks only... See, I'm hitting D, which should make me rotate. So if you go backwards and press D, sometimes it'll go... Okay, well, so you go towards the light, because the light indicates a docking moon pool, as they call it. I think there's someone here. I can hear swimming. Go away. Anyway, so you can use the radar to help you line up with a moon pool. See that big flashing? Oh shit. Anyway, when that light flashes, you're directly underneath the moon pool. I'm leaving because I have no way to defend myself. So you don't need to use the radar, but it can help. If I'd have just gone straight up there, I would have gone up in the moon pool. Oh, look, I'm sorry I wasn't recording, but I was going just normally straight ahead, way out here in the middle of the ocean, and suddenly I saw that I was close to the ground. So clearly, and you can even see it on the map, there's some light patches. The terrain height varies, so I'm going to go up to 25 on this little dial and keep going. And if I see the ground again, I'm just going to go up even further. You got to watch out, because yeah, you do tend to get stuck. I find if you go backwards and forwards and turn your motor, oh look, a rock. So you've got to keep a lookout. Don't use the map too much for navigating. And there's the ground coming down. No, we are going level and the ground is going up. So we'll rise again, go up to 20 fathoms or whatever that gauge is meant to be showing. And now we must be getting close to the beach. Oh shit, we hit the ground and there's our base. There we go. Okay, so see, the main thing is having room, because when you exit by pressing the spacebar, you'll get stuck to the ceiling if you don't make the base high enough. Otherwise, it's pretty much like a boat base. Hope you enjoyed this.
Paxus. 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 Paxus.